What's up my friends, welcome back to the channel. So, how you guys doing today? Are you ready for Christmas? Have you bought all your gifts yet? But more importantly, is your bar well stocked and have you made some cocktail plans for Christmas this year? Like, I don't know, maybe some kind of a holiday cocktail menu? Well, if you have, I'm pretty sure you're planning on putting an eggnog on that list, and if you are, well, I think I have the perfect cocktail for you today. I called it the 5-star liquid chicken, and it's a riff on the eggnog, but I wanted to give that good old tradition a little lift, a little mixologist mustache if you will, to make it fancy, you know? And I think I've succeeded. It's pretty damn good and it's also pretty fancy. So without further ado, if you guys are ready, let's go. Alright, so the 5-star liquid chicken, which I also like to call the cold brown butter rum deconstructed eggnog, which kind of explains it all, but it's much more boring. But you see where this is going. We're gonna make a brown butter washed rum old fashioned, and we're gonna top it with vanilla custard sauce, and we're gonna dispense out of a cream whipper, so that's gonna make it very easy for the service, whether you wanna make it at home for your Christmas parties, or even if you wanna include that to your holiday cocktail menu at a bar, it's gonna work both ways. So let's dive right into it. We're gonna make pretty much everything at the same time, and we're gonna start with a custard. For it, you're gonna need 4 egg yolks, room temp, 500 grams of whole milk, room temp as well, 100 grams of granulated sugar, and half a vanilla bean sliced in two and seeded. So first you're gonna heat your milk and the vanilla over medium heat in a saucepan, but make sure not to bring it to a boil. And while this is heating, you're gonna whisk your egg yolks with the sugar for about 1 or 2 minutes until light and fluffy. You're gonna see at one point the batter is gonna change color, it's gonna get lighter, and this is the texture that you're aiming for. At this point, you're gonna add about 1/3 of your warm milk over the batter while whisking. Make sure to incorporate everything perfectly together, then add that mixture to your remaining warm milk. Now you're gonna place that back over medium heat, and you wanna cook this while whisking non-stop, making an H shape until you reach 75 degrees Celsius. As soon as you reach that temperature, take this out of the heat, fine strain this in a clean bowl, and let it cool down to room temperature. While this is cooling down, we're gonna prepare our brown butter for the fat wash. So once again, over medium heat in a saucepan, we're gonna cook 150 grams of unsalted butter. Once the butter is melted, reduce the heat to medium-low and continue cooking the butter, stirring constantly. Brown butter gets its nutty flavor from the milk solids in the butter that toast during the cooking process, so you'll notice its rich nutty aroma. So once you have this combo of color change and aroma, it's time to remove from the heat and place this in a clean bowl, making sure to gather all the brown solids. Then you're gonna measure out 600 ml of aged rum. Today I'm using Angostura 1919, which is known for its cacao, coconut, and vanilla flavor, which will pair perfectly in our fat wash. You're gonna pour your rum in a sealable glass container, add your brown butter over the rum, once again making sure to add all the solids, close the lid, shake it lightly, leave it resting at room temperature until the fat separates from the rum, and place it in the freezer until the fat solidifies. Once this is happening, we're gonna finish our custard sauce. So we're gonna pour 500 ml of it in a cream whipper, charge it twice with NO2 chargers, shaking it lightly in between. Then we're gonna place this in the fridge until we're ready to make the cocktail. Once the fat wash is ready and the fat has solidified, you can take it out of the freezer and filter it. I like to fine strain it through a coffee filter for a clearer and cleaner fat wash. Bottle it up, and there you have it, your brown buttered washed rum. This is pure liquid gold. I mean, it is extremely tasty, so much so that it's almost dangerous, almost impossible to stop yourself from drinking it, but you have to pace yourself and drink responsibly, okay? That being said, let's make the cocktail. We're gonna start for the ingredients with our brown buttered rum, simple syrup, Angostura bitters, black walnut bitters, and our vanilla custard sauce. So first, in our mixing glass, I'm gonna add 2 ounces or 60 ml of brown buttered rum, 1 teaspoon or 5 ml of simple syrup, You don't want to add too much sugar in that old fashioned. The foam is already sweet, so even though this is a dessert cocktail, you still want to keep a balance in the sweetness. Then we're going to add a couple of dashes of Angostura bitters, always double up the amount when using a small Japanese dasher bottle like this one, and a couple of dashes of black walnut bitters. Now we're going to add ice and stir. Strain this over a beautiful block of clear ice that I made with my Claris countertop clear ice maker, which I absolutely love. If you want to ask one for Christmas, I think there's still time. It's gonna be in the description below. Oh, and use that promo code for the discount if you want. Then we're gonna top this up with our vanilla custard. And there you have it, the 5-star liquid chicken. Cheers. Oh my God. The custard is so aromatic and it's velvety, fluffy, legit a cloud of deliciousness. And then the brown butter wash rum old fashioned is also exquisite. Both go so well together. It looks fantastic, almost like a beautiful fluffy snow fell down my old fashioned. I love it. I think it's really festive and it doesn't leave you that milky aftertaste that traditional eggnog or milk punch will leave you, and I feel kind of lead to bad breath usually, which is not really good for parties. You know what I mean? This doesn't do that, which I love. It looks fancy, it tastes great, I love it. I hope you're gonna love it too. So my friends, this is it for me today. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel before you go. Turn that bell if you want to make sure not to miss the next one. Until then, thank you very much again. Have a great day and see you very soon. Cheers. I think it's dope.